Yeah, be yourselves. Just be yourselves. I don't know why I'm even live right now. I just didn't have nothing better to do. And yeah, I'm really playing this old PV Raptor. And somebody just came and left, but that's okay. But you can't let them define you like that. Even though they're V2King the hell out of you or neural monitoring you, whatever they're doing, you can't let them get you. You can't let them get to you. You can't let them guide you, not for you. Gotta do what you want. But they'll try to, make you feel like they've beaten you and that you're broken and you're some kind of damaged person. But you don't have to let them feel that way. You don't have to feel that way. But just sitting here. Got back from, I went to Home Depot to return a product I got today to look inside my pipes and see where the leak was, but I couldn't get it to, the USB wouldn't detect it, so I had to return it. So I'm going to have to get a different one because there's a leak in my pipe somewhere. But I don't know where it is for sure. I changed all the pipes under the sink here. But that didn't do it. So I'm just making an appearance on here, because that's the thing to do, I guess. I don't have a reason to right now, other than I don't know. I'm not really trying to play anything either, so. The hardest part you're going to have to live with is why you feel like it's happening to you. But just know that somebody out there is thinking about you. And I would say don't be afraid to talk about it because other people need to know. I'm not even trying to play anything really. I didn't really have a lot to say. I don't even didn't even think about what I was coming on to say. I didn't, you know. But if you're feeling like no one cares, well, you should get over that, because they do care. They care enough about you to hound you 24/7. But but it's a big but there. Yeah. But I keep saying but if you're trying to get the message out to somebody that this is going on, everybody already knows, I think. But the general consensus is that you have, gosh, I just can't put it into words. You have a lot of people that just don't want to recognize it. Let's just say cognitive dissonance. I think that's the word I'm thinking of. The words. Even though they can Google it for themselves, people testimonies about it. I don't know. Maybe it's just that they don't think it's important enough to investigate it. I don't know, but the more that I watch and see how it's affecting people, it's hard to say what the end game is for it. Do they just desire to ruin you? Or is it just that they already feel ruined by your presence? I don't know. Lack of a better term, I don't think cognitive dissonance does the whole thing justice, but you can find support. There's places to look for and get support. But as far as, I don't know, getting anything legally done, I think they pretty much made that impossible for a targeted individual in our society right now. There's a Are you okay? Are you okay? Got a headache or something? Did I give you a headache playing guitar? Hello? Sweetheart? Hello? Did I give you a headache playing guitar or something? Or is it just what I'm talking about? Or is it just what I'm talking about?
Oh,
okay.
Stop bullying me. Fucking live on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Thanks.
I wasn't trying to bother you. I asked you if you minded if I went live. And I don't know. Whatever. I'm sorry. I'll liven this up a little bit. Does anybody think that maybe, well, there's probably nobody in here looking. No, there's one person. The obvious is that you just got to have fun and blow them off, because they think of you as, they treated you like you're a joke, but you're not a joke. I was looking at something somebody was saying about how to make the narcissist just lose their minds. And it was someone else talking about gang stalking, and I'm just like, yeah, that's a pretty good idea, but I'm not gonna try and steal their thunder. But it was pretty interesting. But as you're going along, and when you first realize that you're important to these people for whatever reason, you have to just get past that and walk around naked in your house when you want to, be a jackass anytime you want to, because it's none of their damn business from the beginning. And no matter what you're doing, they're going to make it seem horrible to other people. That's the story. Like, I'm sitting here just talking and playing guitar a little bit, and but they can make you feel down quite easily, but that's mostly inside your own head. But the things they say to you through the V2K can really get on your nerves. But there are stages you go through with these people. But let's see. They first thing that you have to do is realize that they're just gonna antagonize you. It's like you're the protagonist, they're the antagonists. You're the star of their show as the targeted individual, whoever you may be at the time. They'll do whatever they can to make you look funny or silly. Like I said, I didn't really have I didn't have a script I was going by. I just, say what's on my mind, what you should do to them sometimes. Say not to antagonize them or whatever, not to buy into their antagonism or their gaslighting, but I find it kind of fun to just get them ticked off throughout their torturing, whatever they're trying to pull. But sometimes they go so far that it bothers you quite a bit. But you just have to, oh, there's that. Just get that off of there. Oh, get off of there. Get off of there. Just, geez, so many things on my back right now. And the others of you I've seen that your neighbors are doing this to you. I don't know how they organize it. I really don't care how they organize it and how they recruit the people. All I know is that they're doing it. They'll face karma one day. That's all you can go. That's what you got to look forward to. Karma will catch up to the beast. Yeah, because I think it's a what? Oh, I think maybe you know what kind of beast I mean. I'm not. I'm just saying. I'm not saying the devil or anything like that. I'm just saying the beast that is gang stalkers. If you think it's for religious reasons, that's fine. If you don't, that's fine too. Whatever their reasons, their goal is the same. It's to put you down, and you can't let them do that. I mean, you can't run from them. And I don't know how many people out here agree with me, but you can't back down from these people. Just like you see in the movies that you have the scene where the terrorist organization is attacking somebody saying they're going to do so and so. Well, that's what the kind of rhetoric they pull. Well, don't negotiate with terrorists, because that's what they're doing. They're trying to terrorize you. Your options are endless. For because every person's situation is different. But as far as like their street theater and the playbook they follow, that's not different. They roll that out for every individual that they gang stalk. I don't know if they pass it around like a pamphlet or whatever, but like they have training courses or something. But I don't know. But they'll say, "Oh, you're predictable. You're predictable." No, they're predictable because they all play by the same rules. When something's not working for them, they try something else. They try some other angle to get under your skin. Um, maybe they'll mess with your information. Maybe they'll mess with your computer. Maybe they'll mess with your television. They'll there's so many things that they're using at their disposal that actually the initial understanding that is happening to you is hard because there are so many different things they're doing to you at once. And some things they'll stop doing for a while and they'll start doing again later. Like the walking by and saying things, or that pertain to you and the stalking. But random passersby wouldn't, were they not privy to the information, wouldn't have a clue what they were getting at. But they'll pursue you, kind of like the white rabbit, how you chase the white rabbit down the rabbit hole. Yeah, Alice is chasing you. So I like to call these guys Alice, like a collective Alice through the looking glass. So all of you Alice's out there, I'm sorry, I hate to say that. Alice is a pretty nice name, but I'm talking about like Alice in Wonderland type, not just like Alice the person. You're the rabbit, and they're chasing you down the rabbit hole. But I know there's like a hotline you can call to. There's a hotline you can call if you're being targeted. There's other groups trying to fight against the covert surveillance and all that, the gang stalking. But if I were to say, "2021 might be a year that something gets done about it," because we have a new administration here in America. And for one of them isn't real keen on stalking. And I think you know which one I'm talking about. But if you've been bothered by this for more than a year or two, you know that you're not a newbie at it. Then, if you've made it that long, you're not a newbie. And if they have been harassing you that long, they're not intending to stop. The 24/7 aspect is the funniest part, that they actually will work in shifts. Um, they'll tell you things like they're police or they're sanctioned by the government. These people aren't sanctioned. They're criminals. They're not sanctioned by anyone. They're criminals. But welcome if you're coming in here to listen to me rant, ramble, whatever. I'm not really ranting, kind of rambling, but there's some pertinent information in there here and there. But as far as with the V2K apparatus that they use to single people out, even in a crowded room, in any crowded area, you will be the only person that hears them because they're focusing on you. Or basically everybody else will either be oblivious, or some of them might even be part of the game. It's like a game to them. I've been talking about this for about the last, I don't know, month now, but like I said, I used to come on YouTube quite a bit, and draw pictures. Did never play my guitar though. I did never play my guitar, but I used to sit here and draw pictures and talk. And right now I'm just talking, but I was playing guitar a little bit ago for you that came in here late. I was just plucking at it. I wasn't really playing anything special, but there are plenty of things you can do to inform yourself about why you're being targeted. Should you be targeted? Google is a wonderful thing for that. You can just, type in your question and may even give you a suggestion to tell you what, were you interested in this or this? But the technology's real. There are people using it. And they have been using it for a while. I don't know where it came from. That's not important to me. I don't care who made it. I don't care which organization made it. All I know is that they're using it for clandestine means against their own people. And I know for a fact, even should you be in law enforcement, covert surveillance is illegal. Even for the police, they aren't sanctioned to do it. They can't get sanctioned unless they have just cause to do it. But when they go ahead and go after just random people that they pick, that's that's something that they can't do either. They can't get away with it. So the average public person, should they be doing it, it's probably even worse. But it's evident to me that as they progress through their ranks, their handlers, down to the people that are doing the street theater, that are recruited to, however, follow you at any point, whatever. They all know the game. They know what they're supposed to do. They know how they're supposed to act. Like I said, they have a playbook. It's not like they're pulling this out of their behinds and just playing by the seat of their pants. It's all scripted. They're acting out a game that they've already played against hundreds of other people already. You're not the first one to be assaulted by it. Probably won't be the last. Even should they decide to do something to them. But they're not moral. They'll paint you as an evil, horrible person. And everybody they're talking to usually in their circle is already privy to everything that they're going to say to you anyway. It's not like they're going to say anything new. They rehash the same things over and over about you, whichever information they want to convey to their followers, whatever. It's literally a conspiracy of people. I mean, when you're going around following a certain individual, singular individuals, and trying to recruit other people to follow that singular individual, that is a conspiracy, and that's illegal. Let alone with the surveillance, the harassment, the slander, the stalking. That's all. Come on. But you can't protect yourself just by living your life every day. Should they do like they did to me and hack your Google account and all your passwords, you can do like I do now, since with the neural monitoring, there's no way to keep the passwords or any information that you want to save from them as long as you know it. If they shouldn't have a keylogger or something on your computer, you could first make sure that your computer is virus free or turn off any remote access and use a password generator, a random one, and don't look at it. Don't look at it at all. And if you did look at it at all, choose another one, cut and paste it into wherever you're going into, and let Google handle it. Because if you ever forget, you're not going to forget a password you don't know. And if you ever have to do it again to reset it, you are who you are, so they can't take that from you. And you can just reset the password and follow steps A to get through B and keep your accounts. They're safe from you, then they're safe from them, right? Because I've had to do this. I mean, I had to do it. I literally had to do it. And let's see. I mean, I'm just trying to give you information to help you. I mean, my situation isn't going to change. I'm to the point where they've pretty much got a waxed. Well, not today. Today changed that, but I'm not going to bother thinking about that. They got a little more aggressive over the weekend, but they're calming down now because I'm talking to people on YouTube right now. But I'll always try to keep a record of what they've been doing. I mean, even if not in your head, do it on your Facebook. Don't be afraid to talk about it. I mean, because it's happening to you. It's not like it's your imagination. And I've even had them go so far as to hack into my Facebook, and I don't know, how much hacking they did, but they got, they've, if there's people that have tried to log onto my Facebook from this, they've what do you call it? Cloned people on my Facebook's names. Tried to add my friends as their friends. The only way you can really do anything about that is to be sure exactly, like when someone sends you a friend request and it says like it's a friend you knew or a family member. Make sure with that family person or friend that it's really them by actually proving it. Call them, whatever. Have them call you. Did you send me another friend request? Because they'll use your social media, any information they can get on you, public records, anything. I've even had them. I don't know if you're familiar with phishing, but had them phishing on my email. There's just a lot of aspects they'll use against you that, for the most part, you wouldn't notice, you wouldn't think about, but they they are there and they happen. Um, I it's just amazing. They'll follow you into video games you play. They'll follow you to video games you play if you play video games. Um, uh, one one instance where I was just spectating like a person would be over here in the chat box on a channel, and all of a sudden there's my face on there on a Google Hangout. Yeah, there's me drawing a picture of Han Solo and Chewbacca, which I never recorded myself drawing it, and all of a sudden I'm looking at it, and whoever was doing it was saying they were, there was chat in the chat saying, "Oh, Boo Scott, blah blah blah," talking to the person that was supposed to be me on the program. And here I see myself drawing Han and Chewie, Han Solo and Chewbacca, and I told the person, I said, "Hey," the person's running it. I said, "Hey, that's not me. I, that's not me doing that. Someone is, impersonating me on your show." And anyway, that's just some other crazy stuff these people will do to you. Uh, uh, just uh, there's so much information to be, handed out about what gang stalkers will do. I just can't say it all in an hour. But should you be targeted, just research voice to skull, V2K, neuromonitoring, extreme low frequency, microwave do weapons. And the symptoms of these technologies are what you're facing. They're hand in hand because that's what's happening. You're being targeted by invisible weapons, by people that prefer to stay hidden. But after a while, I think they get brazened enough that they feel like they can brag about it, because the people that have been stalking me, I know some of their names. I know a lot about them, and not without even trying. Not um, like the one that hacked my dead brother's Facebook. They used their own phone number. They put my birth date on there, but they used their own phone number. That's pretty ridiculous. Uh, I I could use a program to track the phone number and find out exactly who they are, but I'd already had a pretty good idea who it was. And but you can use that. You have to pay for the service, but I didn't need to pay for the service. The number's plenty. The number and you know the messenger. Uh, but they could be people you know. They could be people you don't know. They could be people impersonating your family, your friends on social media. And they will do that, and they don't have any moral turpitude against it. They consider they're untouchable, and that they can snow other people into believing you're a horrible person. As far as with the V2K goes, they'll listen to what your conversations are and use them to change them with other people. You might not even have said anything they say you said. It's like, oh, he said this, he said this. I didn't say any of the shit that the guy says or they say. 9 times out of 10, they've made up some bizarre story and frail with it. Like it's, look at this, look at this, look at this, look what he's doing. Look at what I'm doing. I'm doing this right here. I'm sitting right here. This is what I do because I have a screwed up back. I have a disabled back. I can't do stuff that I used to be able to do. I have COPD. I shouldn't be smoking cigarettes, but I'm 54 years old and I can decide to do what I want. But these people, if you're sitting here, you turn your TV on. It's like, oh, you're going to turn your TV on. Don't do that. Don't turn your TV on. It's like, that's the stuff they'll play on you with their V2K. Like your everyday motions. Like you got to go to the restroom. Oh, they'll make a big deal out of that. You have to go take a dump. Really. It's just ridiculous. Insane. Like, I don't know. Like they think your life is a comedy. And I'm sure some of you that you've had it happen to. I don't know if any of the three of you in here have had it happen to you. You haven't said anything in the chat, so I don't know who you are. I don't really know. But nice that you're sitting there. At least somebody's listening to me blab. But should it happen to you with these organized stalkers, using their technology that is readily available everywhere now. It's pretty much readily available. They try to act like it's secret, but it's not secret. I mean, you can buy you can buy stuff to find what they're doing to you. There's people here. I don't know, somebody, I can't remember her name, but she's telling you how to spot what they're doing, what equipment to buy. Like, get yourself a Q wave. I'm thinking of getting one myself. It's supposed to stop the frequencies that they run on in whatever megahertz range they're running them on through the network. There's no implants needed. There's no implants. It's through a wireless network, and the world is covered with a wireless network, so they can piggyback off of pretty much anything. Off of your own Wi-Fi, if they want to. Like I said, this isn't science fiction. You can research this for yourself. It's real stuff. It's not like I'm pulling this out of a dime store novel of the Time Machine or some stuff. This is real stuff. This is you know what they say, if it's happening to you, logically you're not the only one it's happening to. So it's not like I think I'm the only person in the world that these groups are organized against. I've talked to other people. I've sought out other people that they have done this to. It's not like you're alone. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Should you be targeted, and if you're a TI for any length of time, you know you've been targeted. It's not like they hide it. They like to brag to you about targeting you, and that they can't, that there's nothing you can do to them. But you can do stuff to them. You can do stuff that they don't like. You can aggravate them just as much as they try to aggravate you throughout the day. And they kept me awake for 364 days straight once. Almost a full year where I don't think I slept a wink. I mean, I have bouts of insomnia. Sometimes, I won't sleep 2 or 3 hours a night, but that was a lot due to my back problems and my COPD. But before that, I'd always had a form of insomnia where I would just not sleep for a certain amount of days. But they'll use the tortureware, which is what I found out it's called, or a version of it. If that was even the real version, if it was whatever. Since they do try to keep I don't know what they call us targeted individuals, chattel, whatever they consider us to be. They think they're like elite or something, or they're special. Like they're calling to pick somebody out and gang stalk them. Or they call it like, they want to steal everything the person has, ruin their life, destroy their family, their relationships, and any other aspect of that person's life because you might have ticked somebody off, or you might not have done anything at all. It just depends on whether you are focused on or not, for whatever reason. Did you have something that they could gain from you, or, as they get through the levels, there's like 6 or 7 phases of their assault. There's people on YouTube that have even created flowcharts. So, but the more you let them get to you, that's the hard. That's what makes it hard, when you let them bother you. Like bothering me right now, but you notice that I'm just focusing on you guys. I'm focusing on saying what I have to say into this camera right here, not into their biased opinion. Hello there, still blessed. Hi there. I'm glad you're listening. Uh, yeah, they. Uh, well, see, that's just it. They'll try to make you feel like you're everybody's enemy now. Like everybody hates you. They'll say they say that to me every day, using their V2K. They say, "Oh, everybody hates you. Nobody likes you." Um, if you have someone that is anything like the people that are doing it to me, they're going to use the same crap statements over and over to you about we're gonna f you over. You want me to f you over some more? Blah blah blah. And I'm like, really, really? What are you gonna do? You know? I mean, when they threaten your life, what else can they threaten you with? I mean, when they threaten you with they're gonna get you put in jail. What else are they gonna threaten you with? When they threaten your family, what else? What more do they think they can threaten you with? That you're. The problem is they think that we aren't going to fight back. Well, I'm not. I'm not laying down. I mean, every time I've started to go live, right? I've started since the last couple of years I've been off YouTube, not drawing anything anymore. When I first decided that screw that, I'm going to come back on here and I'm going to say what I have to say, they were in my ear like crazy, saying, "Oh, you better not go on YouTube. Nobody wants to see you." Blah blah. You know what? I see you in here. They think you're nobody. You're not. You're not nobody, right? You're somebody. Are you somebody? I think you're somebody. Um, what I'm getting at is, don't let them make you feel like you're nobody. Because actually, you're like the most important person in the world to these people. Because they've focused a group to harass you. Come on. You're like the most important thing in their. You're like all that they're. That's all that's left in their lives now. Whether they're doing it for monetary gain or revenge or because they're just, like you said, evil people. There's a reason that they're at. You're special to them. You might not be special. I mean, you might not be Mr. Wonderful or Mrs. Wonderful, but to them, you're everything. But above all else, be humble because you're just a person. I mean, you're unique, but showing humility and being humble, even in the course of adversity like this, they can't beat that. They can't beat that. He just says bullshit. He flat out just said bullshit. I heard him say it. It's not bullshit what I'm telling you. Um, and Still Blessed says, truth is, decent people are the minority in this society. We couldn't be scumbags if we tried to. I for one, when they first started harassing me, they tried to get me to join them. I'm like Luke Skywalker, I'll never join you. Never, ever, ever, ever. You can cut my right hand off, right? Or whichever hand he got cut off by Vader. It's like, I'll never join you. Never. But the only thing you can really do is, like I said, keep living your life the way you always have. Try to keep your life as yours, regardless of how they try to stop you. Like, I stopped drawing because they were stealing that. I gave you an instance where they were hacking my computer and stealing video of me and posting it somewhere else, drawing. So just regarding how far they'll progress their I don't know, egocentric idiom that they try to pass along to everybody else they're trying to snow. Um, Sooner or later, I'm adamant about this. Sooner or later, karma is going to catch them. I mean, this can't. I mean, it can't. It's unsustainable. It's unsustainable because everybody knows about the technology now. It's not like it was, you know, it's a secret. They say, oh, it's a secret. It's not no secret. It's all over Google. It's all over YouTube. It's all over Twitter. It's everywhere. The bullying these people do is everywhere. The harassment is everywhere. Hell, I was watching something about Miley Cyrus made a Black Mirror episode about it, about the manipulation and control that they're trying to do to people. It was supposed to be. I don't know how accurate that is. Patterned after a real life story, but I'm not doubting it. But anyway, should you be feeling low about yourself because that's what they want? They want you to, they want you to hurt. They want to be able to hurt you. And the more they feel like they have hurt you, the happier they are, the more giddy they seem. But when you fight back and don't let them, you know, don't let their ability to, invade your life like they do with these tools. They're tools. They're machines. They're machines created by men that were designed to torture other men and women. Um, and they might be able to be used in a ethical, beneficial fashion for humanity, but these people aren't ethical, and they're not using them for anybody's benefit but their own. And they like to stomp on people that they think won't fight back. They'll steal from you, they'll slander you, they'll try to frame you, they'll try to set you up, they'll even try to kill you. But above all else, Don't fear these jackasses. Don't fear the community stalkers, organized gang stalkers. Because once you fear them, they win. My opinion. Once you're afraid of them, they've won. I ain't never going to be afraid of them. That's their main goal, is to try and make you afraid of them. They're bullies, plain and simple. Should you have any questions for me right now? Because if you don't have any questions or any comments that I can say something about, I probably gave you all the spiel I'm going to do for today. I'm not going to play the guitar anymore right now. Not going to sing, not going to draw, just gonna probably just say sayonara again, unless you have something you want me to relay to the people. I appreciate you commenting there still. But above all else, believe in yourself and don't let them get to you. Just because they, even when they're next door, or down the street, whatever. Their job is to get close to you and to harm you for whatever reason. But as you progress, they will use what they've gathered over and over. If they've got something that they feel hurts your feelings a lot, they'll use that over and over. If they say that a lot over and over, they think that hurts your feelings. But keep your chin up and take it easy yourself. And have a good night. Thank you.